Hi there. Woo, shaking a little bit. We're moving and grooving this month. Welcome into your July reading, collective reading. So, yeah, I was just looking at my calendar, and there are 31 days in July, right? 9 days, only 9 days, have no major shifts going on planetarily. None. That doesn't mean that we are not still feeling the effects of the shifts that have been going on around them, for sure, and anything else that's popping off in the sky, right? So it's a busy, busy month. It is a month that, you know, I gotta say, Jupiter, looking at everything, I was just looking at the calendar, it's like Jupiter and Venus and Mars, Mercury, Neptune, Saturn. I mean, we've got some retrogrades going on. Mercury's already retrograde. Recording this on July 3rd, we got Saturn and Neptune going retrograde. Um, Moon is also messing with the camera. Um, so, but Jupiter seems to be standing out to me in a big way. We enter a Leo season, in the 22nd. Just things feel really, really good. I gotta tell you, so last summer, so a year ago this month, my nervous system was completely shot. I did have to take some time off last year, and I gotta say, I have not slept well since my mom passed in October of 24. But last summer, it just got worse. I didn't sleep many hours last night, but I woke up finally feeling rested. And over a year. I know. Luna's very happy about it, let me tell you. But so something shifted overnight. Not quite sure what it was, but I'm not questioning it. I am not looking a gift horse in the mouth. I feel good. I feel a little more alert and awake, especially upon waking up this morning. So whatever the shift has been, I am going to take it. I hope you're experiencing something amazing for yourself as well. Whatever it is, small, big, this month is going to be a month where we're going to look back in a year and we're going to be like, wow, I'm not the same. We can do that all the time, right? But there's something about this year that's just really pivotal. And I've been getting the Lionsgate portal going to be very significant for the collective, specifically the twin flames, but not just the twin flames. I've been getting that nudge for over a year. So I think I need to read on that before the portal opens on the 26th this month. And speaking of the 26th, it is a galactic new year. So all of my decks are very galactic-y, I guess I could say. You add that to a new word in Mary Jo's dictionary, right? So let's just tap in here. Let's take a look. I could go through all the transits, but I want to know what Spirit needs us to know about the month of July and how to navigate that for ourselves, if we can get any kind of a direct clarity on that. So let's take a look here with the Gateway of Light activation cards. Two popping off here. We have the Divine Matrix, interconnectedness, synchronicity, God incidences. Love the depth of that purple. It's the flower of life symbolism, sacred geometry. May want to work with that this month. But yes, definitely I'm feeling this. I'm feeling more of a unity happening energetically. I've not quite experienced that yet. individually, like when I'm around people, I'm witnessing still, you know, a lot of the fiery Mars, tempers flaring kind of thing going on, but that's just on the surface. I'm feeling underneath there's more of this sense of people understanding humanity is waking up big time this month because of the transits going on, because of the solar flares we've got going on. I mean, we've had just since the 1st of July, I think we've probably had maybe 20 solar flares, one of them being an X class, you know, very extreme. So far, it's not the highest the scale goes, but the highest that we've experienced in this incarnation on this earth, right? So there's Spirit is saying pay very close attention to the synchronicities, the animal spirits that are coming around you, the number of synchronicities, the lyrics and songs. The universe is going to be speaking to you in profound ways. You know, you may, you know, pay attention to those synchronicities, but it's going to be on a next scale. Just realized my camera is rocking. It's probably my ceiling fan that's doing it. I've got that on full blast. We are in a heat wave over here, and my air conditioner doesn't quite reach out to the living room. It's doing okay, but I'm underneath the fan. So if you hear that, I do apologize. It might be a little difficult for you to hear me. I know my voice is low. So anyway, let's move on, right? I love this because this has been coming up for me. And I feel like this came up recently in that one of last month's readings, the Merkaba activation, transcendence, ascension, you are rising up. And we are, whew, I mean, you feel how that just hit me when I held it up to the camera. This is an intense month. It is a very powerful month. It is a month of luck and abundance and awakening and higher level consciousness just coming across the board for everybody on whatever level it shows up, right? There is the transcendence going on. We are transcending the lower mind, the egoic mind. It's funny, that word comes up because I was just reading more on myself, my birth chart the other day, and specifically what my purpose, you know, according to my soul path number, my soul number, my everything, all those numerology things. And me as a Capricorn, with all my placements I have been put here to transcend the ego. Self-transcendence is what that is, what came up for me. And I was like, okay, I'm seeing that, I'm feeling that, but this is across the board collectively. We are here to transcend a lower self. We are ascending. And, you know, I gotta say, speak on the body for right now, because we just had the full moon in Capricorn. And if you didn't notice, it probably, you might look back and say, okay, yeah, maybe she's a little right on this, but the body was heavy. Maybe you had some teeth pressure, some skeletal pressure, anywhere you've had an old injury. Maybe there was pressure there, pressure in the bones, pressure in the body, pressure in the joints. So that was showing you what was clearing. Showing you what was clearing is how I'm hearing it. What do we want? Do you want to do this one? So I got this deck through, and I forgot about it. I walked away, grabbed my water, came back. My butt didn't even hit the chair, and said, don't forget this deck. So this deck certainly has a message for us collectively. And let's take a look. Beyond Lemuria. Collective message for July. Right out of the gate. Oh, well, I'm going to take that one too, because it came out with it. So we have the solar plexus chakra. This is like Leo energy. It's your courage, your confidence. It's Jupiter expansion. Look at how the energy just comes out from that. So I've got to read this. I can't hold it up and read it with my trifocal. So it says the solar plexus chakra is the radiant center of your being. It holds the vibrant spark that brings your passions to life. Enter the space to step away from playing small, unworthiness, the idea that you are taking up space, and insecurity-based competitiveness. Allow yourself to be attuned to the abundant life force that resides at your center and be energized, motivated, and fueled with inspiration. Bring forth more of what you wish to birth in the world as you discover a deep and real sense of self-empowerment. You can confidently lift others in celebration, harmonizing differences and shifting hierarchical diagrams. No. Why did I see that word? I just got, my body is just like tingling all of a sudden, right down to my fingertips. Paradigms. Shifting hierarchical paradigms into collective co-creation. It felt like a mouthful. But if you want to screenshot that and read that over for yourself, go right ahead, and we'll show this again to you. But yeah, this is the month where we're just expanding. We're taking back our power. We're taking back our power. And again, it feels like the Leo, and that's interesting. I've got my Kundalini quartz twin point on that card. I have a feeling I'll be using that deck for that reading. And we have communication, co-creation. Kind of reminds me of like the Three of Cups, right? Usually depicting three images. Right, so let's see. We normally think of information as something that can be written or spoken, but if something is multi-dimensional, it is almost impossible to share it with words. Don't I know it? How are you communicating beyond words? Something may be getting lost in translation. An issue may be cleared through improved communication. Listen carefully to what someone has to say without interruption. This is about being present for another as well. Furthermore, it may feel scary to share vulnerable truths, but this may be the only way forward. This card also encourages greater exploration in the realms of telepathy, healing, and the arts such as poetry, painting, and music, where there is collective communication beyond the mind. I love that. So if you want to stop camera and screenshot that. There you are. But yeah, that just feels like, when Mercury goes direct on the 23rd of the month, it's like any kind of communication delays or mishaps that you've had over the month, get an opportunity to be, you get a do-over. It feels like I can say we get a do-over. I need room on my table. It's a big table, but I'm running out of room here. So yeah, beautiful month, busy month, big month. I can guarantee you're gonna look back and go like, how did that happen like that? You might feel like we're trudging through the month, but I feel like it's gonna go a lot quicker energetically than we realize. So let's take a look at the tarot. What do we have? What else do we need to know here for the month of July? Let's get situated here. Oh, don't want to roll away. Let's take a drink of water. Salut. Stay hydrated this month. Stay cool. Soak your feet at night in a little tub of cool salt water. like somebody needs to hear that. All right, let's take a look here. We are birthing something incredible here. The Empress coming right out, divine feminine energy within all of us rising up. It's our intuition, it's our creativity, it's our inner spark. I'm hearing it's the inner spark. Ooh, look at that Judgment. I love that coming out with the Three of Swords. We're getting a do-over. Anything, anywhere we have been hurt or done harm to another, we're getting a do-over. See, the Judgment card is, you know, Gabrielle is waking up these souls that have been long dead and buried, right? And the question is, okay, you get another chance. Are you going to do things the same way you did them before? Or are you going to choose to transcend, like we had here, transcend the ego and do them differently? Maybe even clearing up some karmic paths, right? But I love this depiction of the Three of Swords is because this looks like to me like glass or maybe ice breaking as the heart starts pumping again, right? So there's healing. This is, we get an opportunity to heal maybe something, you know, a mother wound, at least something that has been running in the background, I'm hearing, for since our inception, inception, pick whatever word you want. This is an interactive video. Pick any word you want. But getting another opportunity to make things right, because, you know, because we are ascending and transcending the lower mind and aspects of ourselves, our God self is coming out, and we've been prepared for that. We've been getting prepared for that. This, you know, July is not a huge month of healing, really. It's a huge month of becoming that version of you that is healed and shining that, putting that out. And I'm hearing broadcasting that out into the world, your world, whatever that is around you, whether that's your personal relationships, the work that you do, the work that you're here to do, your purpose that you're here to fulfill, you know. So it is going to be different for everyone, but on a collective level, we're all going through this awakening and being asked the question by our guides and our higher self, you know, how do you want to, what version of you are you going to show up on as? I've been bringing this through for months, right? What version are now it's time to show up as the version of you that's taking a look at all those aspects that have been hurt within, all those patterns, all those belief systems that were breaking us down, keeping us small, keeping our heart closed off. And it's like it's saying no more. Now the heart's starting to beat, and all that ice is breaking away, or all that glass is breaking away, because there's life being restored. Look at the swords are lit up with the heart chakra color, the red, or the, oh my gosh, the green. Words are just coming out of my mouth, right? Nothing is a mistake here. So I said the red, right? Yeah, there's like magenta. It's not really red when you really look at the card. It is, but it looks, you know, different on camera, right? So red is the root chakra. So we are grounding in that fifth dimensional versions of ourselves. Through the healing process that we've been going through. and everybody's journey is, is going to have a different time frame. But collectively, we've been 2008, 2012, big time awakenings, right? Let's see what else came out here. We've got the Ace of Wands, the Six of Discs, the Six of Pentacles in this deck. I'm hearing co-creation, and we got that with this communication, co-creation, speaking our truth, sharing our ideas. Oh, I just got chills, goosebumps down my legs with that one. Creating magic where you maybe perhaps thought something was not, I'm being given, because of the desert here, I'm being given that scenario of kind of like the flower that grows out of the rock. You would not think that would be possible, right? But yet there it is. It thrives, it's vibrant, it has a root system, it's receiving, what it needs, and it's offering up what we need from it. I don't know, it's just where something you thought was nothing could grow, everything is possible with divine, right? Whether you call that God, universe, spirit, I don't care. We all have a source point of creation, and everything is possible because that point of creation lives right here. And when we know that and we live as that, we get to share it with others. What is that? I believe I shared it to the channel quite a few months ago. I am the cosmic mind. Oh, there was one line in that song that it speaks, I can't remember exactly what it says, but it speaks to the God essence within us, touching everyone else. That's what this feels like. We're not meant to have it kept in this box. She's got a purse of it. She's offering it up. And she's got the full backing of the universe behind her and the galactics behind her, right? A lot of focus on the blue here, the aqua aura, throat chakra. We've got the communication, speak words that create, not destroy. Speak words of love, not hatred and anger. Pay attention this month of what you're creating with your words. All right? If you find that you're having a hard time with creating with love through your voice, write all that crap down and burn it. Get it out of you somehow, but don't speak it out, because it does more damage than you're here to do. Okay? We're not here to do that. We're here to clear that up, to transcend that. Yes, let's see, we got a lot that flipped here. Let's take this, let's take these. Right, how are we going here? This is next, 7 of Cups here, or no, 7 of Discs. Sorry, can't read in the camera. So 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, growing something incredible. So we start with, the throat chakra, then we're working down. These are more green. They're loving. She's spoken love into each and every one of these cups. it's very interesting. They look like cups, but they're it's the pentacles. What is that saying to me? I actually want to pause a moment. I'll be back. I want to read this out of the book. Yeah, because I'm really drawn into the color green there, and it says you've been working hard. Seven of Pentacles. Yes, you've put a lot of time and energy and effort into something that you're creating. You've put a lot of your voice into it. You've spoken love into it. It says all the love you have put into your project will be rewarded financially. The success you are going to experience is not only for this current moment, but will also be something you experience in the near future as well. So this isn't just some one-off thing that we're all growing into this month. Whatever we create in July, it sustains us. It's consistent. So what do you want to create? Speak that into existence. Speak that, moving from the heart chakra to the throat chakra and back again. It's important for that to be stressed here, because I feel like in the past, our words, being the swords here, have really done a lot of damage, and so have words that we've received from others. It's done a lot of damage, but now the heart chakra is reawakening. The divine feminine in all of us is reawakening, and she ain't gonna settle for the old life anymore. She doesn't put herself in a box, male or female. It's the feminine energy in all of us, right? Keep that in mind. It's the creative spark, right? We have the Death card here. This reminds me of just sitting in a theater. I said to somebody the other day, I'm just sitting back eating popcorn, watching and witnessing these people that I love very dearly wake up to their like becoming aware of their own awareness. It's so freaking amazing to witness that. And we're doing that on a collective level. Those of us who have been put here as the forerunners, the front runners, however you want to say it, those of us who've been on the awake and aware of the journey, even if you have been struggling with the 3D-ness of things lately, right? One of you out there, if you're watching this, I've been struggling with that. But this is transcending that. And that's what I feel like today. I feel like I've transcended that version that I've been swimming in for a while. It's been running under the surface because I was meant to clear it and transcend it, right? But now we're getting to watch and witness the transformation, not just outside of us, but within us. We've got the Three of Wands. We're moving forward into new earth grids are already set in place. They're already activated. The crystals around the earth have been activated. Gaia is helping that with the solar flares. Gaia is helping that with the earthquakes. Gaia is helping that with the volcanic eruptions. Gaia is ascending, and she's taking us with her, whether you choose to or not. Think about that for a moment. We all are ascending, all of us, even though the ones that seem like they're not, they are. They're just not aware of it yet, and that's okay, because they've got to go through their process just like you have, just like I have. But we as a collective, we are manifesting this new path. You have manifested something pretty incredible for yourself. I'm hearing you've already staked your claim to it. I wasn't even going there, but that's what I'm hearing. You've already staked your claim to it. You've done this karmic clearing. You've done this work on the path. You've done this work. You put that in the ground, right? And now you've got this one, and you're taking it up, and you're seeing where it takes you. You're trusting the universe. You're trusting this guidance. This is the wand. You're trusting that guidance, and you're moving forward. What does that sign say? Oh, it just says JFK International Airport. Okay. There's a force field around this spinning globe here. It's being uplifted. It's like in a few years that globe is just going to be lifted off of these spires here. I don't know where that's coming from, but it's already lifting up. What continent is lit up there? Sorry, I think you kicked my camera. I'm curious. What is that? That's not the northern hemisphere. I'm getting Australia, but I'm not positive. But I don't know what continent that is. But it's being lit up for a reason, and it's because it is the source point. I'm gonna make a note of this. Three of Wands. There's something about that, because this galactic ship, I'm seeing the beam of light lighting this continent up. I've got to pause. I'll be back. You know that. It is Australia. Can you see that? That's Australia. I know there's something spiritual, next level going on there. Maybe that's another video, but just know the galactics are all over that. They're taking care of things, okay? I don't know. And then final card, we've got the Fool. Oh, look at that. New path. New path. New path. From day to night, or yeah, from night to day, things shift. Gotta sit with that. Things are shifting. You know that saying, you know, like night and day. There's something about when we look back, where you're gonna be, it's gonna be here. It's gonna be like night and day, total opposite. You may be moving into an era of your life that you never expected, you never dreamt of. I mean, if you did, this is like next level. There's a lion's head on the top of each of those staffs. So, triple lion's gate, that's interesting. I'm noticing the camera. I hope you don't need a Dramamine to watch this video. Definitely rocking there. There's just, things are shifting. And it's going to be like night and day. Totally different. Totally different. You have transformed. Humanity is transforming. Out with the old and with the new. That came up with one of my angel messages. I think it was either last week or early this week. But we have been working. I do want to take note and acknowledge the 7 and the 6 of Pentacles here. So within the last 6 and 7 years, if you can look back to that time, you probably can also say, I'm not who I was. You're recognizing the change in you. You're recognizing the awareness and the shifts that you have undergone. Maybe some of you are acknowledging the birth, how the birth of a business. Maybe you've been trying to have a child for 7 years and finally now it's here, everything in divine timing, right? It is, Archangel Gabriel, it's time for you to wake up. This is the time. This is your time to rise. This is your time to shine. This is your time to live the next level life that you didn't think was possible. You didn't think anything can grow here other than, tumbleweeds and cacti. But you're growing something there, 7 of Pentacles. What seeds you have nurtured, what seeds you have tended to in your heart space are about to start popping up out of the soil. They're coming to life. I mean, it's all over these cards. It's something that's coming to life here, and it's your heart. It's you. You know me, I'm making notes. And it's not about the heart opening up. The heart, it's been open. But the hurt has been keeping it from I want to say activated. Keeping it from being activated into its fullest and highest potential. Let's take a look at that 3 of Swords real quick, just for any further guidance here, Spirit. And give that heartache, that brokenheartedness, or the constriction of, maybe you weren't allowing yourself to feel something. But now you can't move forward unless you're feeling, we're done with, it was it last year, 2025? And I mentioned Sadie a lot because whether she knows it or not, she's a very integral part of my journey as a reader here on YouTube, and I think very highly of her. But last year, her and I were both saying it was the year of no more thinking through things. It's about feeling through things, right? And now we're done with the words, the harsh words. Now the words are being lit up with the heart chakra. We're speaking love into our co-creations. We're speaking love into our manifestations. setting the intentions from the heart space, right? And it comes out through the voice. That to me is saying, like, doubt clears, fear clears, because we've allowed ourselves to look at how words in the past, or even our thoughts, what we were telling ourselves, the story we've been telling ourselves in the past, how that has been keeping the heart from fully, pumping, I don't know how best to express that other than that. So let's see, we're clarifying those Three of Swords, the healing. Yes, the divine masculine has been doing the healing these last, few years. And now the divine feminine is able to rise up so they can co-create together. I feel like I want to say that the heart chakra in our masculine, there's recognition of feelings in the masculine energy. And when that happens, oh my gosh, that allows, is that the best word I can use? It definitely activates the divine feminine even further, and it rises her up, right? This is lovely. The inner masculine, because look at this. He's got the heart chakra dragon, the green dragon, all lit up with the solar plexus yellow and the sacral orange. So feminine creativity, trusting the intuition, feeding it through the heart space. It's an interesting turn of phrase there, because of the healing they've done. I feel like, yes. So I want to say, before I say this and that are true. Yes, the divine masculine waking up and acknowledging, doing the healing in the heart space, allowing and acknowledging their heart to open, does help rise up, pushes up the divine feminine energy, right? But also when the divine feminine energy rises and wakes up to their own insecurities, fears, whatever they've been afraid of, allowing the heart to fully pump, fearful of allowing themselves to feel what that intensity feels like when the heart is pumping at its full potential. That also ushers the inner masculine into a space of healing in the heart space. This and that are true. You get what I'm saying there? I know you do. So this is like, now we're offering all of that up into the world. This is about, now we're going from living in the mode of survival into the mode of service to the all, interconnectedness, the divine matrix, synchronicity, God incidences, interconnectedness. Now we're serving the all within, the all without. Can't serve one without serving the other. If you do, then you haven't quite transcended the ego yet, at least to the capacity that it needs to be transcended to be of service in this manner. Okay, I get that. All right. I don't know what more I can say, but we're headed in an incredible direction. I'm gonna say, actually, look on the bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands, So the masculine and feminine within all of us healing. This could also indicate divine counterparts coming together, high-level soulmates, quite possibly twin flame unions coming together as the healed versions of themselves, coming together, the universe. Look at that. Justice. Taking it. Ooh, all right. All right, so what am I hearing here? Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. I know you're out there going, well, show me, Mary Jo. Well, got two more aces. The Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. This is taking what is 5D and putting it into 3D. Speaking something into existence. Believing, this is hitting me right in my heart. Believing something into existence. Whew. We've got the 2 9s here. 9 of Swords into the 9 of Cups. Don't worry. No, we're walking away from this. Look at her. She's walking away from that. And she's like, no, I'm walking this way. Everything that I've ever wished for, everything I've ever dreamt for. Walking away from all my doubt, walking away from all my worry. I'm putting it down. I'm just putting it down. I know what I know. I believe what I believe. It's all for the highest good. Some of those beliefs have shifted, and it could have been a little mindfuck for you. I get that. But now you're seeing the potential. You're seeing how freaking amazing everything has fallen into place for you. We start out by the universe saying, we've heard your prayers, Mary Jo. We've heard your prayers, Jean. We've heard your prayers, Stephen. Whatever you are, whoever you identify as. Hello to those I just called out. You know who you are. We've heard your prayer, and we're delivering, because your prayer has come from the heart. It has come from the depth of your soul, and we're going to make it manifest. We're going to make whatever was I'm hearing we're turning lead into gold. And we're doing it through your fingertips. We're doing it through your intentions. We're doing it through your words. We're doing it through your heart space. This is getting totally next level for me. I love that. I love that. That is, if I can speak honestly for a moment, that's what I've been afraid of. I know I've got light language in me. I speak to the galactics all the time. I speak to higher beings of light all the time. But I keep it at the level that I'm comfortable with. And Spirit's been saying, can't let you do that anymore, Mary Jo. We've got so much to say, and you are the conduit for those messages. So this is where my heart is starting to pump more. It's starting to beat loudly. I already know that when I get to next year, July, I'm going to look back and I'm not going to recognize myself. I already know that. Because I've been watching it. I've been witnessing it since October 19th, 2024. All right, we're going to leave it there. One guidance card. I was going to clarify, get more on the Fool, but Spirit's saying no. We're going to leave that there. See what the Divine Masters has for us. Feet on the floor, ladies and gentlemen. Take a deep breath. Hand on your heart. see what the guidance is for you. Thank you for being here. Truly, truly, thank you. God, to that came out. I got one more, I feel. Thank you to all of those new subscribers. I see you. I welcome you. And I'm so grateful that you're here. Email is in the description if you want a personal reading, okay? So I'm going to say on that. Look at this. What did I say in the beginning? Divine feminine, rising, next level, waking up, next level. The heart cannot go back to sleep now. It can't. It knows what it knows. And it cannot go back to sleep. Look at this divine feminine energy. Look at it. Kuan Yin with compassion. Just feel her. That's the divine grace and emotion right there. She says, enlightened action. Oh, that's interesting because that's a divine grace and motion. I have no idea why I said it either. Oh my gosh. Seriously, when I hold a card up, everything's backwards to me and I can't read it. Right? Enlightened action. Hold on to your britches here. Choose compassion. Move forward with grace. That's not an accident. She just spoke right through me. Thank you, Kuan Yin. If you have a figure of Kuan Yin in your space, meditate with her during this month, okay? I've been seeing Lotus a lot too. Lotus as a, so one of the synchronicities. Remember, you know, this card says synchronicity. Keep an eye out for those synchronicities, okay? I've been seeing Lotus a lot. We have, you know, talking about, you know, that flower, that herb that grows out of the side of a mountain. The lotus grows in mud. It's got to struggle up through the mud, and the roots have got to struggle down through it. Or she got no flower. We have to go through all of that. We have to go through this. Imagine that glass all, or that ice all contained in, you know, containing that heart. We have to go through that in order to get to the healing, to the peace, to the serenity. We have Ishtar, inner learnings, follow your heart, truth prevails. Yet the heart knows what it knows, and that's the truth of who you are, why you're here. The divine speaks through you. The divine is you. You are the divine. And Joan of Arc, sacred activist, do not be afraid. Stand up for your beliefs. It's time to start speaking your truth, whether that's on a public stage, whether that's as an activist at a peaceful rally. I know we've had quite a few here in my town. Weren't peaceful in the beginning, but they were claiming they were peaceful. But I know they will be. Stand up for what you believe in. Stand up for what you desire, what you know your heart knows. Stand up for it. Don't let anybody or anything, including yourself, shroud your heart in ice in glass ever again. We're not allowing that anymore. The heart is active. The heart of Gaia is active. You know that. You're witnessing it on the Schumann resonance with all the earthquakes and the volcanic eruptions, with explosions, fire. I mean, just it's Gaia's active. I've been saying this for a while. This year, actually, something's going to happen on the tour in Glastonbury. It's going to be a beautiful thing, but something's rumbling under the surface, under the tour. I've been feeling it. So keep your eye on that. Am I done here, Spirit? Yes, we are. Thank you for joining me. If you're still here, thanks for sticking around for the length of this video. Thank you for my guides, your guides, and the galactic family, and highest beings of light for allowing this message to come through me. Have an incredible month of July, and I can't wait for next year, so we can look back and say, holy crap, man, what a ride that was. What an incredible, incredible ride that was. I love you, and I will speak to you soon. Bye now.